Okay, so I'm Nick and I'm head of marketing. I'm fairly new here. We've got a fairly new team, very exciting. Got a great team. So we spent a few weeks really getting the team to gel. We've got fantastic offices here. We've been really lucky. We've been set up very quickly by the staff and been made to feel at home really quickly. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a great opportunity to manage. I've inherited a team, but I think that if I had been on the interview panel for all those people, then they're probably the right people and the people I would have chosen. So that's a great, that's a great thing. I've obviously got to know them really well over the last few weeks, and we're working together, gelling together well, and trying to bring out the skill sets of those people and make sure that they're working on things that they enjoy doing, and so that I can get the best out of them. And I think that's really important. There's no point in making someone do something they're not going to enjoy, because then they're not going to stay with the company. They're not going to keep working on those sort of things. So it's just making sure managing correctly and getting the best out of everybody is important, and getting that sort of team bond going. There'll be things like having meetings outside in different locations. People enjoy that, and they like it. It's not just we always go and sit around this table. Next week we might go and sit down the park and have our team meet in there. That's great. People are in touch with that, and it just means we did something different. We enjoyed the sunshine for half an hour, Nick. That was great. So. I'm thinking in terms of like the company as a whole. The things that it's doing right is that it's very ambitious. There's a growing culture that they want to expand. They want to do things better. I think what they are doing well is they're being very responsible. They're thinking about the customer. They're trying to make sure that they are in touch with the customer and the relationship they've got with them. They're making sure that the experience that the customer gets is good, and they're trying to treat each customer as an individual. So they're looking at the personality of that person. They're trying to set up a sort of an outcome or a sort of an ongoing relationship with that customer that's right for them, rather than it's just a kind of one thing fits all sort of thing. So I think that's a genuinely good thing that the customers do, that the company's doing, is trying to sort of really work with the customers properly. And you don't see that, you don't see that with a lot of companies. A lot of companies just roll out the product and just treat all the customers the same and just count the numbers and count the revenue at the end of the day. Whereas this company's really trying to kind of, it's trying to grow, it's trying to make revenue, trying to make profits, but it's also trying to treat the customer fairly, so that the customer just keeps coming back if they want to, and can keep that relationship going. So I think that's a really good thing that the company's doing. I think in order to be strong in marketing, you have to be very in touch with your consumer. So you have to know what the consumer wants. A great way of doing that is to ask them in different forums. So you can ask them through doing surveys, you can ask them one-to-one, you can ask them in groups. All of those things are things that I like to do, because I like to hear firsthand. And then when we roll out new initiatives, we'll test them with the consumers as well and make sure that they work. So it's not just what the business is saying they think will work, it's like the consumers are actually putting their stamp of approval on it and saying, yeah, actually, if I saw that would attract me, I'd be engaged by that, and that's why that's what I would buy. So I think that's very, very important. Equally, from my side, I've got to be in touch with what the competitors are doing. Who are the best competitors? What are they doing? Where are they doing their marketing? Who's found a niche that we can jump on and really kind of extract some benefit from. So there's obviously a lot of campaigns already running within the piggy bank side, which is what I'm looking to promote and grow at the moment. And what we're trying to do is make the best out of those campaigns at the moment, figure out whether they're working, what we can do to optimise them going forward. So that's really the sort of thrust of what's going on at the moment in what I'm working on.